If you have not planned Thanksgiving dinner and you are looking for inspiration, you have come to the right place. Ready, set, go.
Hey y'all, welcome to my YouTube channel. Just kicked my husband out the kitchen.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shakayla. I go by Sweet Greens Vegan on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, really everywhere. If you have not planned Thanksgiving dinner and you are looking for inspiration, you have come to the right place. Y'all, look at this. Look at this. We have jalapeno cheddar cornbread. I made jackfruit pot roast. I also made some candied yams. We have some collard greens, black eyed peas, vegan mac and cheese, cranberry sauce, and some cinnamon maple glazed carrots. If you didn't know, I actually have a digital cookbook that is like holiday themed. So it has a lot of like traditional holiday dinners that you would typically find on a dinner table, but I decided to make a vegan, put a vegan spin to it. Some of the things that I'm making in this video aren't in the cookbook. However, if it's not in the cookbook, I'll include it in the description box or also on my website. But y'all, this, I'm about to throw down. I'm so glad you're here, but without further ado, let's get to cooking. So first up, we are going to make our black-eyed peas. And again, the majority of these recipes are in my digital cookbook. I will link it in the description box, so be sure to check it out. But again, first up, we are making our black-eyed peas. Y'all, what is Thanksgiving without black-eyed peas? Like, you have to have them. And so I like to start my black-eyed peas off with red bell peppers as well as yellow onions, and I just cook those up until they are very fragrant. Add in some vegetable bouillon paste, which really helps bring out a really good flavor, not only in the bell peppers and onions, but also while we're cooking the black-eyed peas. And I would recommend just seasoning this to taste after everything cooks down a bit with some salt and pepper. All right, and next we are going to start cooking the cinnamon maple carrots. Y'all, I would say that carrots are very, very underrated when it comes to their place at the dinner table for Thanksgiving. So I wanted to make sure that I show carrots some love in my cookbook. So I decided to come up with this cinnamon maple carrot recipe, which is so freaking good. It's also a really good way, I would say, to get your kids, if you do have children, to sneak in some vegetables because it has that sweetness and that cinnamon flavor to them. It makes them really, really good. next we're going to start on our vegan mac and cheese, which is absolutely delicious. So typically I use cavatappi noodles for my vegan mac and cheese, but I decided to switch it up this time. I felt like this shape would actually hold the cheesiness of it a lot more, and it actually did. As with any mac and cheese, we're gonna start off by making our roux, then we'll add in our seasonings and the vegan cheese. I know you guys are probably gonna ask, like, what type of cheese did I use for this recipe? I used Violife vegan cheese as well as Parmella creamery cheese. So again, you can find this recipe in my digital cookbook, but I would give just like a quick tip. When you are making vegan mac and cheese, I think adding vegan sour cream to the noodles is key. Like, it really helps bring an entirely different flavor to this dish. What's Thanksgiving without collard greens? So y'all know we gotta cook that, right? Let's go. So right now I'm just taking the leaves off of the stem. I know some people don't mind it. I would prefer not to have the stems in there, so I just rip the leaves off and then I start to chop everything up. And please, please, please make sure you clean these really, really well. I did not, of course, record the entire process of me washing these, but it was a pretty lengthy process. Like, I had to do it several times. As y'all saw, these leaves were so dirty. So now I'm just checking on the mac and cheese. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at how well that cheese melted. So I will say in my digital cookbook, I do have a step where you will include like breadcrumbs and Italian seasonings. You can completely skip that step. You don't need to do that. Of course, we got to start off with the holy trinity, holy trinity of cooking, which is your onions, bell peppers, as well as minced garlic. say, so when you are cooking your collard greens, it is really good to put like this liquid smoke in the collard greens. That really helps like bring that smoky flavor that you typically find with like collard greens if you want to use it. Jalapeno cheddar cornbread is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. So next we're going to make the jackfruit pot roast, and it's not in my digital cookbook. However, I'll include the details in the description box so that if you want to make it, you can refer to that. And when it comes to jackfruit, one, you have to make sure that you rinse it off really well because you want to get that brine flavor out of it. So I highly recommend rinsing it off really good and then squeeze all the excess water out of it. Another thing to note when cooking jackfruit, you have to season the heck out of this stuff so that you can ensure that it takes on whatever flavor it is that you want it to have. We're just gonna cook up our onions and garlic. Then we're gonna add in the jackfruit, followed by a vegetable broth and cornstarch mixture. And that's really to thicken this because then we'll pour it on top of some celery, carrots, as well as potatoes. And we're gonna bake this on 400 degrees covered for about an hour and 40 minutes. Now on to the candied yams. Y'all, I'm so sad. When I started cutting this, I completely forgot that I needed to remove the skin from the potato. So I ended up having to go back and do it later. Now it wasn't too bad because I had this peeler, so it made it go by a little bit quicker. But if you do decide to make these, just make sure you take the skin off before you start slicing them into the circles. These candied yams, they smell so freaking good, okay? So good. So really quick, while everything is cooking, let's talk about like Thanksgiving as a vegan. I would strongly recommend to just like think about the meals that maybe you grew up eating that you truly enjoyed and try to replicate those, but use plant-based vegan substitutes. So like instead of milk, you can definitely use like oat milk or almond milk. Or instead of regular butter, you can use dairy-free butter. Instead of regular cheese, get vegan cheese. I would say just like approach it that way. I think sometimes when it comes to the holidays and holiday cooking, we can kind of get like overwhelmed, especially if we're new to plant-based or vegan eating. So just, you know, be patient, just think things through, plan it out, Google easy swaps that you can use in your dishes, and it'll make life so much easier. And now it's time to eat. Just look at this spread. Everything looks so delicious. I cannot wait to dig in. Let's stop playing and let's eat. All right, trying these candied yams. All right, gotta get the collard greens. Oh my gosh, y'all, this is amazing. Now we about to try the black eyed peas. I'm about to just rotate the plate. I've been eating on these a little bit, so I knew that they were good. Ooh, y'all. So my mac and cheese got into like the yams and the cranberry sauce. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Keep rotating the plate. I might try the cornbread. So as you saw, it is jalapeno cheddar cornbread. So it has like little pieces of, you can kind of see it, but little pieces of jalapeno in there, as well as some vegan cheese. It has like just the right amount of kick. And this is so good. I'm about to keep rotating this plate. Now I'm about to try the jackfruit pot roast. Y'all, I literally outdid myself, okay? I'm the type of person I like all my food to touch. I do not mind. I will like what is it, cross-contaminate, whatever you want to call it. Like, we just got to get a little bit of everything on the fork, okay? Sorry, I'm still eating. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are inspired to make a delicious Thanksgiving dinner, whether it be for yourself, for your partner, for your friends, for your family, for whoever. I know that they will love this. It is so good. As y'all saw, I was like dancing all over the place because everything was chef's kiss. Thanks again, and I will see y'all next week.